Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us this morning. My name is Joe Shook, and I'm the Dean of Advanced Technologies here at Blue Ridge Community College. And, we're going to talk a little bit about transportation today. And who I have a guest speaker with us here today, Mr. Joey Rhodes with Boyd Automotive Group.
Hey Joe, I'm glad to be here. I've been with Boyd Chevrolet now for 16 years. I am the service manager at Boyd. I took that position about 8 years ago, and really, honored to be here, and I appreciate it.
Great. Definitely a pleasure to have someone local here with us to talk to you all about kind of opportunities that's happening inside the transportation industry. So Joey, if you don't mind, could you tell the group what you do and kind of what led you to the point of where you're at right now?
Okay. I started out at my uncle's independent shop, a very successful local independent repair facility. I kind of helped him up in the front and also helped, the technicians. I would, do brake jobs, alignments, that type of thing is kind of the way I got started. And then one day I applied to be a salesman at Boyd Chevrolet. And they didn't need a salesman, but they advised me to talk to the service manager at that time because of my service background experience. So I did that and took the position as a service advisor. Did that for 8 years, and then when that service manager retired, I applied for the position, and I was lucky enough to secure that position.
Great. So could you tell the group out there kind of like what the differences in the different positions were? And what that entailed, what their responsibilities would be.
Okay, as service advisor, my main job at that point was to actually greet the customers, write up the repair orders, go through the customer concerns and facilitate that to the technician. Now more as a service manager, I oversee, obviously all of that type of repair orders that are being produced. I also oversee the technicians as well. And any type of warranty claim, that's the type of repair work that I handle as the service manager.
Great. So very dynamic, very moving, changing every day.
Yes.
New things coming along. Could you tell the group here what a typical day would look like in your position?
Okay, as far as my position, I do come in very early. I'm not required to get there until 7:30, but I get in about 6:30 in the morning. That allows me an extra hour's time before my advisors get there to go through the paperwork, go through the schedule. And then when the advisors get there at 7:30, we go through that day's service schedule. That way we kind of talk about any type of problems that occurred from the day before, any carryover repairs that we need to carry into the day. And we're also aware of the service schedule when the customers drive in. We're familiar with what they're at the dealership to have done to their vehicle. At that point, during the day, I'll oversee the repairs. I will take care of any kind of paperwork issues through General Motors as far as the warranty paperwork. And that is pretty time consuming each day. And that's really kind of the end of my day is the paperwork side of it.
Okay, very good. So you speaking of GM, General Motors, can you kind of tell us a little bit about what's coming down the pipe with GM?
Yes, coming down the pipe from GM, it looks like, especially the Cadillac side, we're going to go into the electrical side of vehicles. I think it's by the year 2030, Cadillac is shooting for an all-electric vehicle lineup. So that's going to be a huge change for everybody, of course. It's going to require extensive training, which, that's part of the dealership life every day anyway. But it's exciting because it allows technicians, their job's going to change every single day toward the future. So it's not the same thing every day over and over and over. Chevrolet, we obviously have 2 electric vehicles. There are rumors about the new body style Corvette going electric in maybe 2024, 2025. So, a lot of different changes, but it is obviously going toward the electric side of the vehicles in the future.
Great. It's coming, and it's upon us. So as far as, let's touch base on that a little bit. Mm-hmm. What kind of characteristics would you look at it for an employee?
For an employee, I want someone that is eager to learn. Training never ends as a technician. They can start out at the apprenticeship program at Blue Ridge, and then as you're hired onto the dealership for the rest of your career, it's going to involve training because of, the field just changes every single year tremendously. So I want someone that is going to do training. I need someone also that will take it upon themselves to do training, someone that I don't have to kind of remind every single day, hey, we need to get on your training, so someone that has discipline. Obviously, the mechanical side of it is a big part of it. But if you're not top-notch mechanical ability, we can definitely work around that with someone that's willing to, put in the effort to try in their career.
So if you're listening out there, some of the things that Joey touched on was dependability,
Yes.
show up for work on time every day, and being willing to, or the ability to train, be trained. You don't have to come in knowing everything. You don't have to come in having a wide swath of knowledge of the automobile or not anything like that. So, but a mechanical ability and a mechanical inclination, we all play off of our strengths. So with that being said, if you like working with your hands, you like taking things apart and putting things back together, this might be a good field for you to explore. So, Joey, just tell us a little bit about some potential opportunities at Boyd Chevrolet.
Okay,
coming
yeah.
up.
Boyd Chevrolet, there's actually many different opportunities. You don't have to come into the technician side of it. We are always looking at service advisors. Any employee that is good with a customer, and what I mean by that, anyone that can talk to a customer respectful, show them character. Technician side, willing to come in. We start out in the quick lube side of things. And after that point, it's really up to each individual. We'll carry you along and provide the training, as will Blue Ridge. But then it's upon yourself to go in and move yourself up the ladder. There's going to be opportunities, and we have the proper training, the proper technicians at the dealership, and we'll take you to the next level if you're willing to do it.
Okay, great. And I'm sure that our audience out there is kind of, interested in, kind of what are some of the pay ranges for different employees.
Okay. Pay ranges, there is definitely a broad range. Obviously, when you're first starting out, you're probably going to be an hourly employee. That's going to be on the lower line of pay range. You're probably going to be somewhere in the $12 an hour to start out, but you will bump up quickly with that if you put in the effort. Once you kind of get more advanced, the pay range is going to be anywhere from $40,000 up to, actually some technicians over $100,000. So definitely an opportunity to make a good career. Same thing applies to service advisors as well. Most of that is based on labor sales, so your willingness to work and work with a customer is going to really, determine your pay grade on that as well.
Very good, very good. So a lot of things to, just at Boyd Chevrolet, there's a lot of areas that you can explore, not only the technician side, service writer position, but there's also parts. There's also sales, there's also finance, there's also administration, office work. There are a lot of work, capabilities and different positions that make the whole dealership work. Speaking of, I was a former dealership technician myself in a previous life, so I can kind of speak to that. The automotive profession is very rewarding, and you have a lot of potential to move up and make a good living as in every area of the dealership. So Joey, is there anything else that you kind of want to share with the group while you have their attention here?
Only thing I can share is, if you're interested in the program, it's a great opportunity. It is first class. I've been working with Joe and Blue Ridge now going on, it's been a few years now, but the apprenticeship program through the first year. And I do have I have an employee now that's in the current apprenticeship program, and it is fantastic. He comes to work, he's knowledgeable on what they've been talking about in the classroom. And then I have him 4 days a week also, which I like. I've had some people in other programs that I don't see the technician again for several weeks because they're in classroom. And that's a great program as well, but I love the Blue Ridge side where I have him 4 days a week hands-on, and then he's in the classroom 1 day. So that's the thing that really appeals to me about the Blue Ridge program for sure, the apprenticeship program.
Thank you. Thank you for that segue, Joey.
Sure.
So to talk a little bit about what our transportation department offers here, Joey spoke on the apprenticeship program, the automotive apprenticeship program. That's something that you can ask your counselor about and get more information on. Those sign-up times for this fall semester are coming up. So you may want to, if you're interested, please reach out and contact us. Other areas that we have at Blue Ridge, if this is something, the apprenticeship program you don't want to maybe pursue, maybe wait until, we have classes that goes on that you can take right now. Outside the apprenticeship program in automotive through Career College Promise. While you're a junior or senior in high school, you can take these classes. We have 4 areas of transportation, not only automotive, but we have light duty diesel, we have collision repair, and we also have alternative transportation like the electrical vehicles that Joey was talking about. So if you're interested in the transportation programs here or the transportation industry, please feel free to reach out to your counselors or our career coaches that are embedded in the high school programs here for more information. Thank you for your time today and look forward to seeing you soon.